أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وآله الطاهرين. Dear sisters and brothers in Iman, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the third video message during these extraordinary days that we are going through, I talked about the challenges of staying home with a spouse and children. Today, I will discuss the challenge of staying home on an individual level, focusing on the theme of managing your time wisely. Those of you who are used to leave home to go to work or school may have looked at the lockdown as a welcome break from the busy life. But as time passes, you face this challenge of managing your day without a proper structure. This can adversely affect your mental, physical, and spiritual health. In order to look at some ways that we can find a balance between relaxation and structure during these unique times, I would like to seek guidance from a beautiful hadith of Imam Musa al-Kazim alayhi salatu wassalam. He begins by saying that اجتهدوا في أن يكون زمانكم 4 ساعات. Try diligently to divide your daily schedule into 4 segments. And then he mentions the first one where he says, ساعة لمناجاة الله, a time for conversing with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I had mentioned before that you should plan your day around salat timings, scheduling everything else around it. This is not ideally possible in normal routine, but you can surely make the best of lockdown situation by planning your day around the salat timings. When the Imam talks about a time for conversing with Allah, this primarily refers to your 5 daily prayers. And more importantly, the attempt of doing the prayers at prime time should be emphasized. Furthermore, you should gradually build upon the spiritual dimension with nafila prayers and special du'as. Also, find time to read the translation of du'as that you recite ritually and regularly, such as Dua Kumail. Reading the du'as with translation will bring your soul closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The second segment that the Imam refers to, he says, وَسَاعَةً لِأَمْرِ الْمَعَاشِ. You should have a segment of time for seeking the livelihood. It is your obligation to provide the necessities of life for yourself and your family as best as you can. During lockdown situation, many businesses have asked their employees to work remotely from home. If you are in this category of people, then designate a workspace or room for this so that you can maintain productivity. It also signals a clear boundary to yourself and your family that this is your business time and you are not to be disturbed. Moreover, set specific hours so that you don't miss out in your duty towards your family at home. The third segment of the time that the Imams refer to, he says, وَسَاعَةً لِمُعَاشَرَةِ الْإِخْوَانِ, a time for the brethren in faith, to socialize with the brethren in faith. In the hadith of the 7th Imam, he talks about the social and communal aspects of our life. This includes getting involved in your local community, in your mosque and Islamic center and its related activities, as well as maintaining your friendship circle. However, because of the coronavirus restrictions, direct and conventional ways of staying in touch are severely restricted. But as social beings, we always find ways to adapt, even in this situation. Simple phone calls to messaging apps and video calling to social media can make this involvement and connection possible. So take advantage of this downtime to maintain existing connections and build new ones. A point of reflection in the hadith of the 7th Imam is to be selective in choosing your friends. There should be those who are sincere by wishing well for you in their heart and pointing out your mistakes. A true friend cannot be indifferent when you deviate from the path of Allah, Rasul and the Ahlul Bayt. A sincere friend will try to bring you back to track, of course based on the standards and the methods of Al-Amr bil-Ma'ruf and Al-Nahy anil Munkar. Now we come to the fourth segment of the time according to the way Imam has divided the daily time. He says, وَسَاعَةً تَخْلُونَ فِيهَا لِلَّذَّاتِكُمْ فِي غَيْرِ مُحَرَّمٍ. A time that you dedicate for your halal enjoyment. I call this as family time, and this is the most important of the four segments of time. Imam Al-Kazim alayhi salatu wassalam says, وَبِهَذِهِ السَّاعَةِ تَقْدِرُونَ عَلَى الثَّلَاثِ سَاعَاتٍ. He says, by this segment of time, you will be able to maintain the other three segments. So maintaining the family segment is very important. Otherwise, the other segments also would be disturbed. As mentioned earlier, designating a workspace during this isolation at home will help to balance work and family time. However, it is not that easy. Whenever my grandson used to visit before physical distancing, he would complain,
"Why is Nana always working?"
So let us turn this lockdown into a positive opportunity by spending quality time with loved ones. You can refer to my third video message for more information on this segment of time. I would like to end with a reminder about the eve of 15 Sha'ban, which is coming this week. There is no excuse for missing out on blessings of the eve of 15 Sha'ban with this lockdown. It is a night which is known as Afdalul Layali Ba'da Laylatul Qadr, the best of nights after Laylatul Qadr. This is the night when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept your du'as as long as you do not commit a sin that night. I'm sure all of you will be praying, among other things, for protection against coronavirus, for yourselves, for your families, for your community, and for the people in general around the world. Remember the Imam of our time, Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Faraj al-Sharif. Make him your wasila, your intercessor, and the link in this prayer. May I request you all to remember me and my family in your prayers as I continue to remember you also. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.